Hi guys, today I thought I would share some of my conceptual or heavily themed wedding ideas I have. I just randomly started doing this for fun. I made 11 different themes or concepts for weddings that are supposed to be whimsical, and they're a little over the top, most of them. And then one is just pins that didn't fit specifically into one of the themes I have or could just go into multiple. I made board number 11 yesterday because I like the idea of a brown themed wedding. So for wedding 11, Raspberry Mousse, I captioned it as a dark brown themed wedding with notes of magenta and ivory beiges with a breezy fabric motif. This is just to show the color scheme. Silk and chiffon are the main two materials for this theme. And this breezy fabric, for draping and the cakes, and just the decor of the room. So for the flowers, we have just the beige flowers here. I kind of liked that idea, and they can be mixed. See this one? So that could be for this big thing. And then the centerpiece for the table. This looks good. So let's look at the bridesmaids. I really like the idea of this hair for the bridesmaids. I found this. Someone already made this. So let me know what you think of wedding number 11. Wedding number 10. I called it the Blue Dream because
it's inspired by trying to get the concept of how Studio Ghibli kind of feels to me.
I captioned it as inspired by extravagant Asian wedding proposals I've come across on the internet, and it's jellyfish ocean themed.
So I didn't want it to feel like a aquarium exactly. I still tried to keep it wedding sophisticated enough. The blue lighting, I don't know, I think blue lighting looks the best on me. Moving on, another blue one. This is probably my least favorite in terms of I would least want this one because I don't really like winter wedding themes. I called it the Fantasy Dreamy Winter Wonderland.
Looking back, I do think all these fur accessories are unrealistic, especially the hat.
In invites, I literally only have these hydrangea stamps, and for some reason, hydrangea is very winter to me. Hydrangeas fit for every single season, I think. Let's see. Yesterday I found this flowers in a block of ice. I thought that could be good decoration. For the decor of the venue, it just has to be more glamorous than winter. See, these are all statement flowers. For wedding 8, it's a dark, enchanted, rustic desert vibe, mainly red with touches of blue. I didn't really know how to describe it. The red and the blue, it's not quite rustic, but I think that's why I said enchanted. For the hair, you can just see it's messy but cute. And then for the bridesmaids, I kind of just meant the first 2 rows. The beetle plates I think would be an interesting touch. Not one everyone would like, but I would specifically. I like the idea of the beaded ones, probably with some real ones, or for the tables. These could either inspire the bridesmaid's dress or the bride dress. Is it giving wedding? I don't know. For wedding number 7, Dusk Vampire theme, red, black, and silver main colors with maybe some white, for the dress and the cakes. So for the details, really, it's just silver brooches and stuff, and then I just really like the idea of jello on silver plates. These cakes are kind of, I don't really like the middle one, but maybe if it's done in a specific way, it could look better. Maybe mixing all these ideas together. I like the idea of the bride and groom kind of being on it. They're not wilted, but they're just interesting shapes. I really like this draping on the building and this kind of gothic stairs, mostly for these branches. Purple Venom is very similar to wedding number 7, Dusk Vamp. It's kind of just the purple version of it. I'm thinking for the bridesmaids, maybe it's less at the bottom. The table decor, brighter than the vampire one. But see, it still has the branches, the silver. So now we're on number 5, which is a little heavy on the concept, where it's all about the spider lily flower. Elegant moody red themes based around spider lily flower. This one is also kind of like the vampiric one in a different way.
I like these shoes, and it's kind of giving Sailor Moon together. But with this beaded thing, I mean, this could also go for the vampiric one, but I like it for this one better. Honestly, maybe just like a red ink one. And for the decor, like the red lace windows or like table runners would like go with the invitation. And you know how they have like, sometimes they paint on mirrors like welcome, and they have like the bride and groom's name. Those chandeliers I think are important. And this would be cute also for like on the plates. Lining details. Yeah, see I have the paper here. Like it could go like put the bow lower and then the paper lily here. The venue. Wedding number 4 is like Alice in Wonderland themed. Whimsical, floral, and colorful. Array for a picnic or tea time themed wedding. It's more outdoorsy, I think, than the others. The bride, I always have very limited things for the actual bride. But this like embroidered veil. It's pretty cool. I actually kind of like this dress too for it. See, these are kind of nice. Like wildflower. For the cake, I was kind of just like, I like the gold and the flowers, but maybe like less. Maybe like this one. Honestly, many cakes go like even this. For the invites, I think it would look cute if it looked like this. Maybe like the gold and the flowers again. And like some really cute, interesting ribbon. Like you could even do like different ribbon for different people. These are just specific treats to go with a theme. I really like pink and like red, or like this kind of color combo. So like definitely those napkins. Maybe like this tablecloth with like a lace one over. These mirrors ideas, like that could be cool for like the food table. Or like even this. God, probably that's like really specific construction, but it's just interesting, I think. Outside decoration, you know, it's outside, it's picnic. Not exactly, you don't exactly want it to look like bed sheets hanging, but like it's really nice to have some shade for outside events. Just like, I don't know how people would feel about carpets. Maybe people that take heels would like it. Like the checkered dance floor. Like imagine like drums, like a band or something. I mean, you probably don't want it to look too casual, but like this would look nice, like your family and your partner on like trees kind of in the surrounding area. Like this overall. And this is just like I don't actually, that's just for the vibe. And then like these lampshades are nice, like as long as they don't fall. Like this. I'm not really sure, like, for real, if like the bridesmaids wear that, because I would also hate being outside as a bridesmaid, like attracting bees. For the flowers, I like this like wispy grass and the tulips, like whimsical things. Like this even looks like the frozen flowers I had earlier. And the wedding favors, like maybe this, like in thin form if possible. Like, you know, fans are good for like outside weather. So I would like teacups. See, like this one has written inside, like I'm sure there's like a fabric pen, but for porcelain. These 3 things are totally plausible. Like along with the fans, like these little mini umbrellas, really good for the outside. And like just like it's obviously just champagne, but with like a flower on it. Like that would make it just an extra touch with the also the edible flowers and the ice. And this is like 4 servings here. Like, you know, it's just like the appetizers you could just choose yourself on the table. Wedding number 3, we're already almost done, and it's the orange tropical. I didn't have much to say, really, the least to say for this one. It's tropical and orange themed. A lot of people are not big fans of orange. Probably not even for the wedding unless it is tropical. Like even this one could be a good color. While editing, I went back and added a few more different dresses and colors and styles I think would also look good to break up the monochrome color palette. The cake is like missing something, like maybe like sharper edges for the tiers, but I really like the coconut idea and like these flowers. It's mostly like yellow orchids, lilies. Wedding number 2, I called it Fresco Greens. It is kind of a theme, but in my head, this is fresco painting, this is fresco wedding. It's bright and lacy theme, full of greenery and like freshness. It's like this like felted, like it's like a textured circle, and I think that could be good for seating. Like it's like an imperfect but like naturally interesting for photos. And this It doesn't have to, like, you don't have to hang it. Like, it could go, like, on edges, like edge decor for tables or something. I really like envelopes that have, like, the design inside. But also, like, maybe adding some of this lacy detail to some wedding invitation like this, where it has, like, flowers and, like, the gold again. For food, I specifically think, like, figs really go, and, like, charcuterie. Still, like, simple, but, like, simply interesting. Like, I kind of like the idea of, like, the pillars. Before we go on to the bridesmaids, here, for the bride, it's kind of, like, limited. Like, you have, like, the light green, the wispy stuff, these things that were, like, hanging earlier, and, like, the draping of the vines. I like either of these dresses, and they both go with either of these hairstyles pretty well. And for the next theme, I called it Loveley Doveley. It's a girly, romantic, and shiny concept. The flower and ribbon-based theme. For the bride, this wave of the fabric looks like this hair. It would look like the princess from Enchanted. I really like this raw edge for the invitation and the design for this envelope. Back on the bride. These flowers look so fake, in a good way. You could, like, rub the iridescent powder on, like, the flowers like this. Or, like, glowing. Somehow if you can make, like, the flowers glow as good as that on the tables. And now all that's left is my last board. The bridal hair. In general, like the venue vibe. Kind of like on the Fresco theme.